Malawi, a country located in southern Africa, is among the poorest countries in the world, with half of its 17 million population living below the poverty line. 85% of the country's population live in the rural areas, and their livelihoods depend on rain-fed agriculture. However, Malawi is facing a perennial food crisis, and indicators are that the country will likely not attain the Sustainable Development Goal of achieving food security and improving nutrition by the year 2030. Extreme poverty is leading to widespread food insecurity, and most small-scale farmers do not harvest enough to sustain their communities. HIV and AIDS have also negatively impacted on the productive rural workforce, resulting in food production losses. And in recent years, Malawi has been impacted heavily by climate-related calamities such as floods, persistent droughts and dry spells, and pest infestations, which have affected agriculture production, leading to failed harvests. The country has been declared in a state of disaster for a record 3 times in a space of 4 years. Most vulnerable to Malawi's food crisis are the rural poor, who cannot afford to buy food when their harvest fails. And in their desperation to feed their families, mothers are scavenging for wild leaves, tubers, roots, and whatever they can find for their children to eat. Some of these leaves and roots are so bitter that they have to be cooked for 9 hours to make them edible.
Amatani amasaza osaona nkhope yawo bwino nchiwo cha njala mfeze palibe chopanga chifwe kuti kuswacho kuje chakuja chimanga usachiona ifeti bati ate polumuke kapena zimenezi.
They are eating not because they enjoy the food, but they have no choice. This food is not tasty, and it does not provide the children with the nutritious value they need. Malnutrition is chronically present in many children, and most of them are surviving on 1 meal a day, which lacks nutrition a child needs to grow. Malawi has one of the highest levels of stunting among children, which is caused by undernutrition. Aaron is 1 year 6 months old, but he looks and weighs like a 6-month-old baby. He tries to breastfeed, but the mother is too weak and can't produce milk. Most lactating mothers are unable to breastfeed their babies because they themselves are not getting enough food to eat. At the community health center, mothers come to weigh their children, and most children are chronically malnourished. Dorcas Mulenga is a community health worker in Matandani area of Zomba.
Kuno kuskero talandira kwambiri ana onyenchera chifukwa chosowa chokudya. Chokudya makolo amene akuyamwisa anawa akusowekera chokudya choyenera nthupi mwawo. Chifukwa choti akusowekera chokudya nthupi mwawo, mabere awo sakutulusa mkaka oyenera kuti anawo angayamwe. Nde chifukwa chonena choti anawo akunyenchera chifukwa chosowekera mkaka wa mawere. Mkaka wa mawere sukumatulusa azimayi kuti ayamwisa anawo.
With many households trapped in perpetual hunger and poverty, child marriages are now a common thing. The food crisis is also fanning the spread of the HIV virus, as most women go into prostitution in order to feed their families. Community structures are breaking down, and these communities are now looking to the outside world for support. The Gift of the Givers Foundation is scaling up its humanitarian operations in Malawi and targeting food insecure households, including vulnerable groups such as children, expectant and lactating women, those affected by HIV and AIDS, the elderly, physically challenged people, and the orphans. The Gift of the Givers is providing immediate food relief to hunger-stricken households while working on long-term hunger prevention and food security measures. With half of the population living under the poverty line, the estimates of food insecure households are overwhelming.